Welcome back to Nick Landis Comic Corner Classics, that's non-classics. This episode number 1310 and Doubleshot number 1204. Alright, now I got two Marvel trades. First up it is War of the Realms Strikeforce. This collects a series of 3 one-shots War of the Realms Strikeforce stuff. We have Land of the Giants, the Dark Elf Realm, and the War Avengers. Now, the first one shot is not what you see in the cover of the trade. Nope, it's the Dark Elf Realm. It's a team that was basically, well, mostly in the way asked. Now, they're basically Freya, Thor's stepmother. Yes, is his stepmother. Despite the fact some people claim in the book that this is actually his mother, but nope, it's Gia. Why the heck do Reyes forget the fact that his mother is Gia, not frickin' Frigga? It makes no frickin' sense. And over the years, Odin's one why is Thor obsessed with Midgard? The answer is because Odin, you had a one-night stand with Gaia. That's the reason why, idiot. Okay, now in the case of here, we have Thor's stepmother assembling a team where basically Punisher is leading them. Yes, the Punisher. And this team is comprised of She-Hulk, Blade, and Ghost Rider. I'm like, that's interesting lineup. Yes. Mostly just test them out. And the team, here's something interesting though. All 3 one-shots basically have the teams all assembled at Avengers Mountain. Yes. The headquarters of the Avengers, headquartered of a body of a dead Celestial. Yep, this is something Jason Aaron came up with, and as far as I know, it has been 3 years since this era started, and they're still headquartered out of the Celestial. It's quite interesting that it's like that. So, they use some tests, and they all pass, and then basically this leads into what happens in the main miniseries with them trying to take down the Black Bifrost. Yeah, it's basically Malekith's evil ripoff of the Bifrost. Now, next one shot is Land of the Giants. I believe that's the next one, right? Yeah, where it's a team basically comprised of Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America, with Thor's axe, which, yeah, they say it's his Thor axe, but last time I checked, the axe was a lot bigger than that. I'm not really sure of why in the world that the artist apparently did not know what the size of this damn thing was, because his axe was freaking huge. Because somehow Steve Rogers is able to hold this damn thing, despite the fact this thing is a really big freaking axe. And he's also here with Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Yeah, it's team assembled them, and they basically just deal with some frost giants. Really good one shot. Last one is basically comprised of a strike team led by Captain Marvel, and it's comprised of, in the roster at the back of the cover, we have Weapon H. This is before he lost position. This is, of course, Brian Braddock when he's still Captain Britain before he lost position to his sister. Black Widow, Lady Sif, Venom, Deadpool, and Winter Soldier. Yes, an excellent lineup. Now, this lineup was assembled by Captain Marvel to deal with other stuff, deal with the Avengers. Weapon H is here because, well, Captain America ordered to be here, and, well, basically, here's also the thing. Captain America is his childhood idol. So, he can't say no to his childhood idol. So, they team up and think, oh yeah, aren't you a Hulk? I'm Weapon H. Yes, he still refers himself Weapon H despite the fact that, well, this one shot was his first appearance since the end, since the miniseries Hulk Marines, and just basically do some action stuff, and he pops up in War of the Realms right after this. I think it's like issue 4, and then appears like one more one shot, and that's it for the character. Now, who writes the 3 one shots? Now, the first one shot, which is basically Dark Elf Realm, this is done by Brian Hill and artwork by Leo Francis Yu, which is really, I like this guy's artwork, and it's great though he got a chance to do something related to this big crossover event. Yeah, this guy is noteworthy working with Jonathan Hickman a lot. Yes, a lot. Now, Land of the Frost Giant. This is done by the awesome Tom Taylor and Jorge Melona. Yes, this is him basically drawing. This is how he draws Spider, which is really good. As for the last one, War Avengers, this one is done by Dennis Hopeless. Oh, his last name's Hopeless, nickname. Artworks by Kim Janito and Arto Anito. That's how you can pronounce it. Yes. Yes. 3X and one-shots, and this is great. It's something, though, that these 3 one-shots, they're spun off to the whole idea of a Strikeforce led to the brief ongoing series. Yes, there was a brief ongoing series called Strikeforce, which didn't have maybe 1 or 2 people associated with these one-shots, and that was simply it. Yeah, a short-lived series that got canceled because of the pandemic. But I'm going to get this one-shot roughly 9.5 out of 10. Damn good set of one-shots because Water Realms is an awesome event. Next up it is Old Man Logan. Volume 7, The Scarlet Samurai. This collects issues 31 to 35 of Old Man Logan. As you see in the cover, you're probably thinking, who the heck is that smoking hot babe with Old Man Logan? That's Mariko Yoshida, the half-sister of the original Silver Samurai, who got killed by Jason Aaron at the service of Wolverine back in 2010. Yes. Now, that was 11 years ago. These issues came out, I think it was 2018. Yeah, that's the thing about Mariko. She was dead for 8. Well, Scarlet Samurai's been dead for not Scarlet Samurai. The Silver Samurai has been dead as of now for 11 years. Mariko, I think, has been dead for about 20 years. I think she was killed by something associated with the Hand. Yes, apparently the clan Yoshida and the Hand are at war. Apparently, war of centuries. So Gorgon, the leader of the Hand, decided to play mind games with the son of the Silver Samurai by resurrecting his dead aunt. Though the one thing I don't like Ed Bronson does this book, he never has it where Shin Yoshida, who was the son of the original Silver Samurai, he never refers to this woman as his aunt. Because Mariko is Silver Samurai's half-sister. Apparently Ed Bronson either didn't know that. I mean, yeah, this woman's got history with Wolverine, fine. But you forgot the fact that Mariko is Silver Samurai's half-sister. Why the heck would Shin basically not refer to this woman hi, Auntie? Yes, Shin Yoshida is a nephew of Mariko. Why in the world they basically never refer to each other as aunt and nephew, I don't have any idea. Plus, I love the interior covers they have. They have the cover for this book. Yes. Well, not necessarily this one per se. There's some really cool ones. Now, the interior art here is still by Mike Diodato, who does mostly the first 3 issues in this book. Yeah, he does the first 3 issues. And then the last couple issues, 33, 35, is by Ivan Robinson. Yeah, this is really cool cover. Reminds me of an old Bruce Lee poster. It's not that one. Let's see what we can find here. Like this one right here. Yeah, that reminds me. It's basically for this story arc for the covers, they took probably him and inspiration from Japanese movie posters for this one because they're set in Japan again. Which don't have a problem with that because they technically were here during the last Ronin arc. Yeah, during the 3rd story arc of Jeff Lemire's run, which, great though they're here. The last time Wolverine was here, he took on Lord Deathstrike. Here he's taking on Gorgon. Yes, Gorgon. Now here's the thing. He has the powers of Medusa from Greek myth, where when he looks people, they turn to stone. Yep, that's the simple gist of it. That's what basically he does. Though I keep thinking, okay, why can't he wear sunglasses and basically just look at people as normal, get similar sunglasses that Skycops has? Nope, have this guy walk around like he's freaking blind. So she's briefly brainwashed by the Hand, and then she's free from the Hand thanks to the involvement of Wolverine. Well, Old Man Logan. Yep. And then they hang out with each other for a few issues, and then she does whatever. There's also this drug called Retex, which apparently, because Wolverine's healing factor is not exactly working like it used to, so this Retex drug actually heals up his old wounds that he's had for quite a while, and he was still bleeding like crazy. He wasn't healing like he was. And I appreciate, though, the fact that she acknowledges it's been several years since her death, and like, man, this town has changed. Which, I do appreciate them acknowledging that, but I'm sure they mentioned that it's been like a few years since her death. Like, it could be about 3 or 4 years, about like publication-wise, it's probably been about 20 years since she died. Yeah. But this great story arc, and Ed Bronson himself still does a great job with this book. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Now, the very next story arc, believe it or not, is a follow-up to Matthew Rosenberg's Kingpin series. No joke about that. That seriously is true. Yeah, for some reason, Ed Bronson had a good idea to do a follow-up to a book by Matthew Robinson. Not Robinson. Matthew Rosenberg. Yeah, because usually Matthew Rosenberg has this thing where he follows up stuff he wrote in other books. He does this a lot. He's one of the few writers I've seen do that. Like, I know Scott Snyder has done that. I know, let's see, Danny Codas has done this a few times. Al Ewing just did it recently, Guardians of the Galaxy, where he referenced a book he wrote. Let's see, what other writer has done it? Let's see. Jeff Johns, no, he's never done this. I can think of, technically does. Rick Remender has basically done this a few times, but not a lot of times. But yeah, 2 really good trades. Can't lay my hands on more trades, per se. And by the way, that's the trades I have to review for right now until whenever I get my next set of trades. Now, as far as I can tell for Old-Man Logan, for the main series, so there's still 3 trades left before I conclude the series and just move on to Dead Man Logan. Those will come soon. Just not right now. Yeah, as for when next Comic Con will come, I don't know. I honestly don't know indeed. Yep. It's great that we have a return of the second Silver Samurai. I think like the last time he appeared was in a Jason Aaron book, believe it or not. I think the last time he appeared was back at the pages of 4. Yeah, during that issue where they had like, I think it was the Minotaur or something, like all these all these businessmen crime bosses. Yeah. I think that was the last time I think he was seen. He hasn't been seen that much since his debut. Like, he made his first appearance in issue 300 for Jason Aaron's run for Wolverine, which technically an issue for the series, which right after the issue, he actually left the series, so the second Silver Samurai was basically his last character he created for the Wolverine series. And then he showed up in Age of Thor. He's popped up now and again over the years, but this, I think, was his most recent appearance he popped up in. Yeah. But Mariko, I don't think she's popped up since this book wrapped up because I haven't seen her in anything. No. I mean, this book came roughly 3 years ago. I don't think I've seen her in anything since then. I think she just basically does her own thing now. Yep. They do mention Mandragora here, which I do appreciate them doing that because, well, Wolverine's got history with the country, so why not? Yep, so that's episode with you. I would have time to do the last 2 episodes of episode 2, but by the time I finish basically doing this, it'd be late anyway, so I'd rather just do it tomorrow. Yep. So expect me to review that tomorrow along with reviews for ReZero and 7 Deadly Sins. Okay? To the next video. Bye.